Hello, I'm back in Germany and currently I'm talking to my husband right there and editing my video. So I'm just going to, I arrived last August 26th and then I arrived in the apartment on the August 27th because I stayed in Frankfurt. Um, Manang and Padre gave me a hotel room to stay in Frankfurt for a night, and then yeah, I arrived here in the on the 27th. That is Sunday, in the afternoon, late afternoon. So yeah, and then I worked three morning shifts, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then Thursday I had a day off, but on the 29th, 28th, 28th or 29th, I had bowel movements, loose bowel movements, and then I started having flu. I had fever in the night, and then yeah, by Thursday I decided to go to my um, Heimleiterin or my boss, and I told her that I needed specific documents so that my Aufenthaltstitel or my German residence permit card will be renewed because it will expire on the 29th of September. And then I told her that I needed these, like, there's a certificate that must be given so that my residency card will be changed into the code 18A, which means that I am allowed to practice na as a nurse. But although my nursing certificate is not yet here, they can actually give me a certificate from my employer. So I told her if she can give me that so that I can process na my German residence card permit. So yeah. And then I went there wearing a mask and she told me, "Oh, what happened?" And I told her, "I think I have flu." And then I told her about the details. I had fever, I had loose bowel movements and all that. And then I said, I will try to go to the doctor later in the afternoon because the schedule of the clinic was still in the afternoon. Lo and behold, it was closed because the doctors were on vacation until September 1st. And then September 1st was a Friday. Yesterday, it was Friday. And then uh, I informed my boss and she said, because supposedly I was going to work yesterday morning shift, and then I told her I cannot because I wasn't really feeling well. I kept on coughing, my nose were clogged. And then she said, "Oh, I have here tea. Do you have honey at home?" I said, "Yes." And then, "Okay, drink this tea, so and so." And then she gave me peppermint powder which I can inhale. I'll just put hot water and then yeah, and then I showed her the picture stating that my house arts or my general practitioner, my doctor, um is on vacation. And um so vacation starts on, vacation ends on, and then if you have like any emergency or whatever, you can go to this doctor instead, call this number, blah blah blah. And then my boss said that you need to call this number and then ask if you can have like an appointment with them. And then but that doctor the is practicing in Roich. Roich is if you walk from here to there, it will take 2 hours. So I don't have a bike with me. I only have my scooter. But yeah, I still tried because I needed to have the certificate from the doctor stating that I am sick, that I need to have a sick leave so that it will be considered a paid leave. So Anyway, yeah, I went to Roich. Um, I used my scooter. I traveled for about 1 hour. So at least half hour instead of like walking, just walking, plainly walking. But the road was not as good. So it was tiring. Tiring on top of being sick. So right now it's my um second day of um what do you call this? Second day of officially being sick. And then I still have my um runny nose and my hals. What's that? It's still itchy, and then I still cough from time to time. So and it's more difficult in the evening. So anyway, yeah. So now I'm currently hungry and I need to cook. But my husband is there. Oh, he's monitoring me. My husband and I and the rest of the family has a big project, but we will not disclose it yet until it becomes successful. Bata, no? Kalay ay. Baho! Humot! Humot kayo? Kalay. So, yeah, I'm going to cook rice and then I'm going to have tocino. Lami ang tocino ta. Katong naikon ba powder. Palit lang ka og kwan pork belly. Itong powder nga akong gipalit nga paras tocino. Nakamute ka oy. Wa ko madunggan. Basi na crazy. Aw. So yeah. I'm just going to cook. Okay. So I'm done cooking. I just cooked tocino with scrambled egg. It's already 2:30 in the afternoon, but this is going to be my first rice meal. I ate bread kaganina. So anyway, right now I'm just waiting for it to cool off ba. And the rice is still trying to cook itself. So I'm preparing my all-time favorite dessert. Dessert. It's mango, so I'm going to put it in the mixture of soy sauce and vinegar together with sugar. Very healthy. So anyway, in my previous videos, there was a comment asking on how was I able to get to Germany? How was able to come here in Germany? So anyway, it was very easy. Kani wala gisulod dito. So I'm just going to speak in English because I'm more comfortable speaking in English than speaking in Bisaya. And that's a fact tuod no. That's a fact for most of the Bisaya people. We would rather speak in English than speak in Tagalog because our accent is very much gahi ba? Very strong. Our pronunciation is very hard. So we can ask my husband later if he agrees. So yeah, we were very highly colonized by the Spanish and the American people in our area ha, in Mindanao. That's why we are more, I think as well in Cebu, that's why the Cebuanos, they speak English comfortably more than speaking Tagalog. And that's a fact. It's not about, what do you call that, being being superior with whatever, but that's a fact. So anyway, How was I able to come here in Germany? It was not planned. At first, I just, tried to post my um, resume online in Job Street, in whatever sites there were, but I cannot really remember. I can only remember Job Street because it keeps on giving me notifications up until now about available work, available this and that, blah blah blah. So anyway, yeah, I posted my resume online. It was when during I was pregnant with Sophia at that time. So because it was a pandemic, I was not able to do anything. I stopped um, teaching online because it was very hard because I was pregnant. So teaching the Japanese people at very early in the morning because we have time difference of 1 hour, right? And there are time slots that are only available for like um, new teachers. I cannot I cannot teach in the regular schedule because those are taken by the pro teachers. So anyway, yeah, I stopped doing that and then I posted my resume online. And then what have I done next? Yeah, and then suddenly a call came and then asking if I was willing to be trained to be a nurse in Germany. And then that first call um was actually, yeah, they wanted me to come to Manila and be trained. And then all I will be able to get is allowance, a daily allowance of merely 200 pesos a day. And I still have to provide for my own accommodation. I still have to provide for my own food and all that. 200 is not enough. So, and it wasn't a wise decision because I have to stay in Manila for a long time while I'm going to give birth pa to my newly born Sophia. So, that was not an option. And then other agencies called, there was one from UK. Mm, but that one I was not able to pursue because why was I not able to pursue? Because even though I already had my IELTS passed I successfully passed my IELTS already. They needed a new one, and I was poor. We were poor. So we cannot afford but to take another test. And actually the agency offered only like what I have to undergo a review pa, and then they are going to I was going to pay for the review, which personally I felt like I did not need it anymore. I mean, I can just study on my own ba, review things on my own. And then anyway, my English is not perfect. Nobody has, I think, a perfect English, but siguro the academic people. But yeah, those are the exceptions. Those people are the greatest of all. But anyway, for us normal people, the commoners, for as long as you deliver what you wanted to deliver, the message and all that, and you are able to understand the question, that is then okay for me, personally. But anyway, I did not go through it because I had to pay for the review, and they are going to take over only like a percentage of the review fees. And then I also had to personally pay for the IELTS exam. The money, the amount of that exam, we did not have at the time. So it wasn't again an option. So then my current agency now called me and asked if like am I willing to undergo an online German class? And I said, online? So that means I just have to stay at home, and then the person on the other line said yes. And then we will be giving you allowance, monthly allowance. So why not? We already had internet at home, so why not make use of it, right? So anyway, yeah, that's why I started by first and foremost posting my resume online, and then I waited for calls. I took the one that is best suited for me during my situation at the time. And yeah. And then I started my online, I no, not yet. I was first invited to an orientation, like how will the program go through, what should I be doing, what is expected from me, what will I be expecting from them, this and that. And then after that, um, I received then a job offer from the agency. And then I signed the job offer. I also signed the contract for the online class that I need to finish it. I need to attend classes, like how many hours, like that. So, with German language, I have to undergo like A1 level and A1, A2, and then B1 level. So, I started in May, I ended in November, I took the exam in December 2000, 2000, sa to year ta? 2020, 2020, no? 2020, because I just gave birth. Oh, I gave birth in March. I started my online class in May, end of May. Was it end of May? And then I ended in November, including the review for the exam. And then I went to Manila to take the exam in Goethe. So, yeah. I finished everything in 2020. But then, after that one, after the exam, during the, I was supposed to gather na all my documents while I was doing the online class. But then again, we did not have the finances but to do so. Like, I was asked to, like the agency gave me a list of what am I supposed to like give them. So if I did that early, I was supposed to be assigned in a hospital, not here in the east, in the west part of Germany. But anyway, I always believe in everything happens for a reason. So I sent all my documents. I finished it in January or February. And then after that, we waited for a long time because the processing of the papers pa, it's not easy. The German office here as well, we were waiting for the deficit letter. The deficit letter indicates um, the number of hours that you are going to comply in order to become like a registered nurse here in Germany. Like um, they are going to evaluate your what have you studied in school in the Philippines, like what are your job exposures in which clinical area, this and that. So anyway, when I received the deficit letter, was it already in September? Yeah. And then from then on, we were actually grouped together pa. So we had to wait for the other people. We started at around 10 and then we ended up being 60 people. So anyway, uh, and then after that, in December of 2021, um, we received our individual contracts. So we were oriented na by our German employer. Like, there is an agency in the Philippines, and then there is another agency that handles us here in Germany. So we were oriented by our German agency. So, but we were still assisted by our Philippine agency. Anyway, yeah, so we were told this and that. And then we were asked which facility do we want to be assigned in, because some of our colleagues, they already knew some people here in Germany ba. So anyway, yeah. And then right after that, our documents were supposed to be sent to us from Germany in December. It was supposed to be received by our Philippine agency in at the end of January, I think. But it got lost for some reason. Very lucky. The series of unfortunate events started in 2021, and then anyway, it was nobody's fault, so we cannot blame anybody for that one. So anyway, in February, we were again oriented as to how the visa processing will go. So we then had our um what was that? Our first visa appointment. I said first because we had a lot, like two visa appointments. We made two. So anyway, yeah, during our orientation, when our documents were already received by the Philippine agency, we were then actually told na you have to comply these things like your immunizations, so and so. So anyway, yeah, I did that as well. The MMR immunization and COVID vaccination as well. And then what else? Mm, and then I flew, we were booked pa sa VFS Global, Makati and in Cebu. For those who are in the provincial areas like Cebu and Mindanao area, we were booked at Cebu VFS. For the people in Luzon, they were booked in Makati. So, but the agency did all of those things. So we just waited for our schedule. And then anyway, yeah, we went to, I went to Cebu BFS after I have complied everything. But that wasn't all because when was I able to go on to ano? Ah yeah. So before my visa appointment, I had to go through my medical. In my medical, unfortunately, tagak manga. Anyway, in my medical, I was diagnosed, during my medical, I was diagnosed with diabetes type 2. I knew I was already diabetic during my pregnancy, my first pregnancy with Noah. I was already diabetic. But then I was assessed and it was ruled out after I gave birth because my blood sugar levels went back to normal. Actually, I was asked to do a series of tests, but I did not have money na. It was too expensive for me at that time. And then I anyway, I had to clear myself from the diabetes doctor, all that. I had to get medication. So yeah. And then yeah, I went to Cebu for that one, for the visa appointment. And then I passed all the documents. Actually, it was not hard. It was just literally to hand over all the documents that was prepared by the agency. All I had to do was to sign everything. Every page of the documents that was given to me. All I had to do was to sign because it was all prepared by the agency na. Sign and review if all the documents were complete because there was a checklist provided for us. So, and the personal appearance as well in the VFS. VFS is the where you apply for the visa. So that is the agency that handles all the visa applications bound for Germany, for other European countries, as well in Canada, I think. Yeah. Canada, Australia, New Zealand. Yeah. So anyway, and then what did I do next? And then come May, was it May? We were given notification that it was not denied. It was the embassy was asking for more documents ba because 'di ba I passed in 2020 my German language exam. So it was 2020, 21, 2021. We processed in 2022. So the the test result, the language test result was already more than a year old. So they were asking for like more documents, like I don't know. It was very hectic at that time, and I personally felt frustrated because what it's almost 2 years since I applied. I mean, when I passed the language test, and the German language is not easy at all. Like if you're not going to practice it every day, you will be able to forget what you have learned previously by in school. So, my not only is my German language deteriorating, but also my nursing skills because I haven't practiced for a long time. And hello, it's not like and my nursing knowledge and skills, not just my skills pala, also my knowledge. So anyway, so we were messaging our agency back and forth. We were having meetings every now and then, online meetings. Like yeah, they kept on assuring us that everything is gonna be okay. So they did their best. And then come June, was it June or July? I think June. I did my visa appointment again. So all the documents we had to submit it one more time. So anyway, yeah. And then by July or August, we received the visa na. And then we were immediately booked a flight to Germany. So I arrived here in Germany in September 11. Yeah. So it was fairly fast actually. We did the PIDOs, we did the all the things that we needed to do. But it was really for me, it was comfortable knowing that the agency will do everything for me. I did not have to like register online and book an appointment. It was all on them. But I will not be able to mention my agency because all the agencies are not perfect, but yeah, I'm thankful, very thankful, but I'm not going to promote any agency for that matter because my experience might not be the same with your experience, but just for security reasons, but my tip is for you to really do a research on which agency is very would fit you and your needs. First and foremost, you have to ask what yourself ba, what is your goal? Why do you want to be abroad? Because it's not easy. You will be away from your family. You will not totally enjoy your stay, especially if you have a family back home in the Philippines. Because of course, the in your mind, I wanted to travel only if my family is here. Like something is going to hold you from fully enjoying the benefits of why you are here abroad. So like for me, I would just travel if my family is already here na. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. first and foremost, do your research. Ask the people who are already abroad, if their agency is good, like if there are options, if you can be assigned in a hospital, if you want to work in a hospital, or if you want to start in a nursing home, like that. So you also have to ask, very important, you have to ask for the salary, because why would you want to be abroad if you are going to earn very little, right? So what you see in the news, for example, they will tell you na you are going to earn like hundreds of pesos, like that. But what they fail to tell you is that the taxes, the insurances that you are going to pay, which will be automatically deducted from your salary, is very big amount of money. So what you are going to get, actually your net pay is very small, especially if you are still starting as a nursing assistant. Because I don't know, for some agencies, there are some agencies who offers that you can become a full-fledged nurse immediately upon arriving in Germany. But I was not able to do that, no, because my agency did not offer that kind of thing, because it was an immediate like immediate hiring. They opted for them to train the nurses here in Germany rather than have it in the Philippines, all that. So yeah. Anyway, you really have to do your research. You have to know your goals. You have to know the whys in your life, because with no, when you know personally yourself, self-awareness is a must. Then you will be able to be successful, be able to find happiness, and be able to find um, contentment. Because right now, me and my family, my husband personally, we have a big project coming up, and we still cannot share it unless we are able to um, be successful as well in our endeavor. Later on, we will share the details. But right now, it's just stressful struggles in life. So anyway, yeah. What else? So that's basically it. What are the other tips? If you are a mother like me who has children back in the Philippines, you just have to be strong. You just have to push through, because it's a fact that a lot of Filipinos go back home without finishing their contract. But I think that's putting a bad name on the following Filipino good nurses ba, good Filipino workers ba abroad. I mean, if you enter something, especially if you are bound to a contract, I think it is best to finish it, ba? So that the employers will not think bad of the other coming Filipino nurses who really wanted to stay here, to, like, don't give a bad name to other Filipinos who wanted to stay long ba. If you are uncertain, pray for it, and then think about it a lot, and then just push through. Prayers is a must, no? You have to have a strong faith in God, or the higher almighty, higher than yourself. You have to have faith, you have to have trust. Yeah. And you have to power through all the storms, all the roller coaster ride that you will have. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to eat now. I'm hungry. It's 3 o'clock. It's exactly 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I have been talking for quite a while. So I'm going to eat. Ta, do you have comments? No comment. He's still playing. And the kids are there as well. So anyway, I'm going to eat na. Bye.